The FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour has come to Brazil as the planet's best players go in search of glory. Up next, it's semi-final action and an all-Brazilian affair right here in Rio. Hello and welcome to the tennis arena here at the Olympic Park. Clayton Lucas with you for our second semi-final from the women's event. And as mentioned at the top of the programme, it's an all-Brazilian affair. Barbara and Fernanda against Agatha and Duda. Now, some of you will be thinking, hold on, but it was Barbara and Agatha, wasn't it? Well, it was, but it isn't anymore. It used to be Fernanda and Lima, but it's not. It's a new season and it's a new pairing. These are how the teams made it through to their semi-finals. For Barbara and Fernanda, a great win for them over Larissa and Thalita. But now they've got it all to do again. Another Brazilian duo in their way if they want to make it through to the final. For Agatha and Duda, they got past Claes and Hughes of the USA, the very talented college team that are making a big name for themselves on the World Tour. And have done themselves the world of good by making it through to a quarter-final as well. Team just going through the final phase of the warm-up. I just see Agatha and Fernanda. So we're going to meet the referees before we meet the players officially. The first referee is Carlos Riviera from Puerto Rico. And he will be ably assisted by USA's very own Suzanne Lowry. So we've met the refs. Now time to meet the players officially. And it's a huge, huge build-up by the on-court announcer as onto court comes Barbara Seixas de Freitas, Olympic Games silver medalist here in Rio last year. 29 years of age, born and still lives here in Rio. 5 gold medals, $427,000 in prize money. Her playing partner, Fernanda Alves, 31, now lives in Rio from São Joaquim de Barra. 2 gold medals for her and $182,000 in prize money. And they're up against another new pairing. We'll start with Agatha Bednarjuk, Barbara's partner from the Olympic Games, silver medalist. 33 years of age from living in Rio now. 4 gold medals on the World Tour, $492,000 in prize money. And her playing partner, who may well have been on the tour for 6 seasons, but really now is coming into the big time, the 18-year-old living in Rio, Eduarda Santos Lisboa, Duda as she's known. She has 2 gold medals on the World Tour already, $83,000 in prize money. Finds herself in the semi-finals here of this event in her hometown. Away we go with the second semi-final from the women's event of this FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour here in Rio de Janeiro. An all-Brazil affair for a place in the final. And the first point goes the way of Agata. Big spike cross court. And Barbara couldn't get onto it. Barbara the target. Good scramble. Agata. And a very good leave by Fernanda. Just putting a little too much on that one to the sideline. Fernanda with the serve, going after Duda. Big swing from the youngster, wrapping that off the block and away. Cleverly done from Fernanda. Just cutting that ball very tight to the net. Very sharp turn to the line from Barbara. From Agata, I should say. Getting the better of Barbara. Very good work. Fernanda goes behind Barbara on the reverse, revolves the ball down to the line. Agata nowhere near it. Another big hit from Duda. "18-year-old getting up and out of the sand and letting rip on that one. Agata with the serve. She's the blocker in this partnership. And Barbara makes that one look very easy. Nobody able to stop the power. Barbara with the serve. Just a little bit too much on that from Agata. Well, tactical serve not playing off that time, as Barbara was trying to bring Agata in close to the net to see if she would then get back out again to be able to have a swing on the ball. And Fernanda's beaten by the serve. This time they change up and go back after Barbara. It doesn't work. Barbara puts it away. We're all square. So at the end, change as expected, really, when you look at these two teams who, with the exception of Duda, know each other extremely well in terms of having competitive matches against and with each other. And training, Duda certainly has been in the mix, but a close match, as we would expect, of very good quality. Well, still nothing to separate the teams. Fernanda will serve and go through to block. Good leave. Agata had it covered. And it's the team in blue who've now made a breakthrough. Barbara, not sure whether she was going to play it or not, didn't really commit to it. Well, this time Barbara makes up for it after that bad pass. Comes in, gets the side out. Nice cut shot from Agata. Always difficult from line to try and jump in and take the cross-court blocking. Leave a lot of space behind you. Agonisingly close to Agata. Nowhere near Duda. Fernanda with the serve. Good break from the net, chance here. Oh, both teams giving it some hustle. And that one goes down the line and in. And the point taken by Akapolis Agata. Excellent shot. Top dig. But nobody in at the net to make it difficult for Fernanda. Heavy hit from Barbara. And an easy block for Fernanda. Another bad pass. And just like that, we're all square again. Well watched by Fernanda. That's better. This time Agatha giving it some heat. Barbara gets that one off the block and away. And it's still end-to-end stuff, isn't it? Both teams getting their side out. Then there's the odd point from service, but then the other team gets it back quickly. And it pretty much just goes, at the moment, on serve. Agatha and Duda looking for the side out to edge in front. And they've got it. Quick swing before Fernanda can get her hands across the net and close the gap between her and the top of it. See the hands go up and too much of a gap, which is why it goes down her own side. Oh, huge monster block from Agatha, and a great time to get it. They make a little break here. Great timing, great finish, wonderful point. Fernanda thinks she's got a full swing to the line. She has to think again. This time, Fernanda has a free swing. And make sure it goes in. Thought it was out, and then could see it was quite clearly in. Barbara with the ball. Well, a couple of times now she's tried to go with that short serve to bring Agatha into the net, but each time the only thing that's happened is she's given the opposition a free side out. Duda now with the ball. Good lead from Barbara. A couple of gifts.
Você fez algum teste, você viu alguma coisa aí no carro? Porque parece que tá ótimo. Beleza. Cleiton.
So once again, Agatha and Duda get themselves in front only to make a service error and allow Barbara and Fernanda to put that little bit of pressure back on. Barbara with the serve. Oh, and it's an ace serve for Barbara. Well, there's not much you can do in a situation like this when the ball hits the top of the net and just trickles over. And especially this one, I mean, that's an impossible get. Good up, but it's not going to come back. Fernanda with the break from the net. But she's nowhere near being able to really bring that into play. That one hits the sand. And just like that, all square again as we head into the business end of this first set. Well, that's a good serve. It had Duda on the back foot, and she's overcut that one to the cross court. And as a result, it's Fernanda and Barbara who have edged in front. Delight for Fernanda and Barbara, frustration for Agatha and Duda. Well, the call was for line. It was listened to. And Duda makes sure that ball goes down onto the sand. And things are still interesting in this first set. Could go either way. Agatha with the serve. Line was the call. It was ignored. But there's going to be a challenge. Fernanda puts it away cross court. Lines judge says in. However, Agatha and Duda think it was out. So we're going to go to the challenge system. We're going to see whether or not it's set point or whether or not it's going to be set point for the team in blue. It will be set point either way. Which way? We're about to find out. Did any part of the ball catch any part of the line? It's been given as in. The ball lands, compresses onto the line, and it is in fact set point for Fernanda and Barbara. Well, they're saying that's out. The problem is on the big screen where they're looking at that picture, it's quite a grainy picture, and as we saw in the slow-mo, yeah, it's quite grainy, but Hawkeye, the challenge team, have decided that the ball is in. There's a challenge referee as well to assist the decision that ball has landed, compressed down and touched the line. Agatha not happy. Doesn't matter. Set point for Fernanda and Barbara. Barbara with the serve. Unsurprisingly, they go after Agata, who made making the complaints. That's a good dig from Barbara. Better chance now. Oh, good up from Duda. Has to go over. No, it wasn't touched in the block. Duda goes with the pokey, and the set point is saved. It's 20-all, and it's the first to get 2 clear. We'll take this set. Well, it looked as if Barbara and Fernanda were going to do it, but great hustle from Duda and a lovely pokey to keep him in it. Side out achieved again, set point again. Duda to stay in it. Oh, and stay in it they do. What a swing from her. Really wrapping that one hard cross court. And the set continues. Agata. Cool and calm under pressure from Barbara as she rolls that into the open space. Duda committed early to the line. And another set point now for Fernanda and Barbara. Barbara with the serve. Fernanda's at the net. Strong rotation for the team in green. Can they make it count? Yes, they can. Brilliant serve from Barbara. Duda taking it too close to the net. Agata couldn't bring it back. And it's Fernanda and Barbara who take the opening set. Confirmation of that set score, 23-21 to Barbara and Fernanda. Will that be a psychological blow against Agata and Duda? Or will they come back stronger in the second set? The statistics for that, look at that, 6 errors to 4, 2 aces apiece. Agata and Duda made it 1 block. A very memorable block it was as well, wasn't it, from Agata? Away we go with the second set. And it's a brilliant start for Agata and Duda as they get a touched ace and an early lead. Duda will serve again. Good up from Duda. And a good pick from Barbara. Oh, that needed to be watched. It was close to the sideline. A bit of hustle from Fernanda just to keep an eye on it. But some cracking hits on both sides. Well, they're going to challenge a touch. Well, the good thing about the challenge system, it takes that doubt out of what happened. Teams have 2 challenges per set, unsuccessful ones, that is. Obviously, if they make a challenge and it's deemed to be it's correct, then they keep 2 challenges, so they can have as many as they want if they're correct every time. They can challenge ball in, ball out. They can challenge a foot fault from serving. They can challenge net touch, and they can challenge whether the ball has hit the antenna, and they can challenge block touch, which is what's being challenged now. The challenge team having a long, hard look at this. Which kind of suggests they've yet to make their mind up. You can just see it goes over the fingers. And no touch has been given. Just a shadow. Fernanda was already saying she hadn't touched it. So 2 challenges now that have come from Agata and Duda, which have been unsuccessful, 1 in each set. So Fernanda and Duda have 1 left now in this set. No challenge required for that one. Quite clearly in. And quite clearly the team in blue's point. Duda holding her ground. Can she finish it? Oh, yes, she can. Well, the ball was hit hard by the team in green. It was hit even harder when it came back by Duda. Well, Agata thought about the break, but it was all a little bit too late, so ended up giving a free swing to Barbara. Chance here for Barbara. Well taken. Agata was still moving backwards as the ball was being played, and that was a really clever shot from Barbara to see that, find that gap in front and hit a very delicate shot over the net. Watch Agata, she's still moving, she's still moving. That's a big ask to get back forwards and play that ball. It was too difficult for her in the end. Good hustle on both sides. That looked like it went mostly in the net and not in the block, but there's no argument here from Agata. Play continues. And it's a lovely roll shot to the line. And it's Barbara and Fernanda who take the point. You get the feeling already, don't you, as we watch this point again. And another cracking swing from Duda, that this one is a set that could well go all the way. And potentially a 3-set match here. Although, if the team in your picture have their way, it'll be 2-0 and they'll get a lead, a healthy lead. So close to Agata and almost brought it back as well. Agata saying line, 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 line. Duda had other ideas. And that's a great block from Fernanda. Didn't see it, did she? But she took away the space she needed to. Again, line was the call, but Duda just saying, oh, I'm going to hit. And she's hit her team out of trouble. That one somehow gets through the hands, or through the arms of Agata. Oh, it just went past, didn't it, as it hit the net. A little bit of luck. Agata this time has to get the side out, and she does. But it's still Barbara and Fernanda with the lead. And those are the little points that can just start to niggle when you're chasing. It was quite a distance wide in the end, but well watched by Fernanda. Oh, a little bit of luck here. That ball played to where both players had broken to. Oh, what a pickup that is from Barbara. And an unforced error from Duda. Brilliant work from Fernanda and Barbara. Firstly in the break to make the dig, and then well, look at that. That is magnificent from Barbara. Barbara with the serve. Decent 3-point lead now opened up by her and Fernanda, and clawed back by Duda. Blues to within 2. That was an excellent serve, which put Fernanda way over to the sideline. And then the ball in that she had to go and swing on didn't give her great angles, and she's cut it straight back to where the block was waiting. So a 3-point lead now becomes 1. Another good serve again from Agata. Good up from Duda. Chance to draw level. Better chance now. Duda's up. No block and no trouble at all. And just like that, Barbara and Fernanda find themselves pegged back in this set. Some great work from Duda and Agata. Fernanda leaning to her left to open up the angle to the right. Trying to push Duda deep. The ball's been given as out, although the referee has given it as in. So Fernanda and Duda will, along with Barbara and Agata, make their way to their respective booths. Technical timeout, 1 point separating the teams. Barbara with the ball. Well, for someone who's just 18 years of age, Duda really does play with a maturity beyond those years, doesn't she? Agata now with the serve. Oh, and it's Agata who shuts down Fernanda. This time Fernanda thought she could find the line, but once again, Agata coming into the picture at the last second, making an excellent stuff block. Well played from Barbara, jumped, waited, had a look, saw Duda in the cross court, rolled the line. No bringing that one back. Well, that'll stay in play. Great covering from Duda. And a brilliant finish from the youngster. That looked to have been Fernanda's point from the minute that Agata put it into her block. Superb covering from Duda. And then a wonderful finish. Excellent work from Agata as that one hit the bottom of the net. But it just came back awkwardly again for Duda. And it's Fernanda and Barbara who take the point. Duda just got in a little too close. Barbara having a look. Is she going to go with the short serve? It's not really worked for her yet. Every time she's tried it, she's not got it over. Opts for a straight jump float. Oh, wonderful from Duda. Had a look to see what she had available. Great recovery from the youngster. And then sees she's got that angle into the corner and takes it. Oh, that's a brilliant serve. It looked like it might have been going long, and it just put a bit of hesitation into Fernanda's pass. She wasn't sure, was she? Played it so late. Made a mess of it. Timeout has been called by Fernanda and Barbara. Agata taking her time. You have 8 seconds from when the whistle's blown to serve the ball. And now a chance for the lead to be extended, and that's exactly what they've done. Duda with a simple roll. It was all off the serve, wasn't it? Putting Fernanda and Barbara in trouble. And then Duda says, thank you very much, I'll take that. Well, it's another good serve. This time Fernanda's able to put the ball down. Agata still moving. Making the break, but not making anything of it. It'll be Duda now who has a swing. You can see why Fernanda and Barbara are staying away from Duda. She's just growing with confidence as this match continues on. Despite the best efforts of Fernanda and Barbara, they cannot rescue this lead away. And especially with that block from Agata, this definitely looks like we are heading into a deciding set, doesn't it now? 4 points the difference. But the unforced error just about wraps things up really in this set. It'll be Duda to serve. That's good to see from Duda, not giving up on anything. Nice up from Barbara. Nobody there to block, but Agata makes the dig. This for set point. Taken brilliantly. I think Agata enjoyed that one. Gave it everything, didn't she? Set point, Agata with the serve. They're going to go after Fernanda, blocking line. They got themselves a free ball. They don't even have to play it. Unforced error from Fernanda. And it's a set victory, 21-15 for Agata and Duda, and we are heading into a decider. So your stats from that second set. Agata and Duda making 2 more blocks, getting an extra point from the errors. Well, they served really well, didn't they, in that second set? That was a big difference, putting Fernanda and Barbara under pressure. Deciding set underway. This race now to 15. Still got to win by 2 clear points. And the first point goes the way of the team in blue. Agata and Duda have it. They continue the momentum from the second set. Great chase from Duda. And then a tidy finish from her as well, into the block and away. Ones across the board. So advantage goes back to the team in green. Fernanda with the block. It's been an interesting battle between those two at the net, Fernanda and Agata. Agata's made the most blocks so far, but that block from Fernanda's come at a good time. And Agata this time squeezes it past the block and just inside that side line. Duda holds her ground. Well, that one has landed out of court. There might be a challenge here for block touch, though. Did it touch the block? Might even been a shout for being in. Well, Agata just asking with the ref, what is it they've asked a challenge for? Block touch, and she's already just gone then and done a high five with Duda. Time to talk tic-tacs. Nowhere near the block, was it? She knew it. Teams change ends at multiples of 5 in the deciding set as it's a race to 15. And that is a huge block from Agata. Off the back of the unforced error from the team in green, it's now Agata and Duda who are pushing and pushing hard. Good up from Duda. She's up quickly off the sand as well. And she's got that one down the line. And that's 2 invaluable points for Duda and Agata off the back of the side out, giving them a 3-point lead now. This is a big margin in this deciding set. Now, understandably, a timeout called by Fernanda and Barbara. Agata with the serve. Will the timeout have helped Fernanda and Barbara? But it has for now. They have their side out. Oh, great play again from Duda, which is just as well because Agata was nowhere to be seen after going and chasing after the ball, just hoping that Duda could do something with it, and that's what she did with it. Brilliant from the youngster. Oh, big swing. Excellent hit from Fernanda. Really good arm actions. All 4 of these players, when they get that chance to swing on the ball, hitting it high and hard. Oh, a rare error. Agata has been pretty tight, has been pretty good when required to get the side outs. Not that time, though. brilliant angle from Duda. Fernanda and Barbara deciding not to go back to Agata after she'd made the error. It's Duda who comes in and makes the pass and then finds this great shot cross court away from Barbara's reach. Barbara has to try and make something happen. She can't. Agata with a great break. Another energy-sapping rally. Duda straight back over. Great play from her. The high hands. Volleys works. Nice pickup, wasn't it? Great block from Fernanda. But it was this play that gives the team in blue a valuable point. It'll be Agata to serve and come to the net. 3 points the difference now in the favour of the team in the blue tops. It could be 4. Well, it's going to be a free ball, hoisted high. A chance for Fernanda and Barbara to reset their defence. Not the best of balls in from Agata. Another chance here. And it works. Duda finds the line. Fernanda decided to break that time. Brilliant chase from Barbara. Fernanda getting a block, a good touch without touching the net, but that's an excellent swing from Duda. Agata taking her time, using all of the seconds available. Oh, it's a brilliant serve again. Well, Fernanda has a habit, doesn't she, as we watch this game and you see her passing style, sometimes she gets very high and is upright when she passes the ball. And again, look at that, she's taken high by it. She doesn't really get her shoulders up and forwards. Big distance between her head and her hands. And she makes the error. This is a huge lead now for Agata and Duda. Oh, it's a huge block from Agata off the back of the serve. And surely now this match is going the way of Duda and Agata. Wonderful block. Nothing Barbara could do to bring it back into play, despite their best efforts. Agata and Barbara seeded 4 for this tournament. Fernanda and her partner seeded 5. You always felt it was going to be a close one, and it's proved to be that, certainly the first 2 sets. But now, though, Duda and Agata opening up a huge gap. What have Fernanda and Barbara got left in the tank? Can they bring themselves back into this? It's Barbara with the serve. Agata with the solid side out. And the number 4 seeds now just 3 points away from a place in the final. Just about finds the sideline. That was a heart-stopping moment then from Fernanda as she watched that ball hit the tape and then hit the tape. Well, again, they've tried that throughout this match. The short serve just hasn't worked for them. What a time to go after it. And what a time to give Agata a free point. Agata. That's not coming back. It's a touched ace serve from Agata, and it's now match point for her and Duda. Well, she has been supreme from the serving line in this deciding set, putting maximum pressure on Barbara and Fernanda. Fernanda to stay in the match. It's not going to happen. It's a block for Agata. And she and Duda book their place in the final. An emphatic third set win after two extremely close opening sets. Magnificent play from Agata and from Duda. The number 4 seeds into the final. The number 5 seeds will have to make do with battling for bronze. No guaranteed medal for them. And now they can really enjoy the moment. Acknowledging the fans who have enjoyed the performance. Confirmation of the score, 23-21, 15, or 21-15, 15-7. Agatha and Duda pulling out all the stops in that last set. Well, St. John Smith is down on centre court, ready to talk to our winners.
Ready? Okay, Agatha.
Yes, I'm here.
So you have a new partner. You just beat your old partner. But what's it like playing with this Duda? She's so good.
Was crazy, no? It gave me crazy. But I speak in Portuguese because we are in Brazil, okay? Galera, foi uma delícia jogar aqui com vocês. Torcida animadíssima. Eu sei que vocês estavam torcendo para um jogo bonito, porque era Brasil e Brasil. E foi lindo, obrigada. E eu e a Duda estamos muito felizes de estar nessa final. 7 torneios, 7 pódios. O time que começou em janeiro. É só felicidade.
Duda, tell me something about tomorrow. You're in the finals. You're playing the Canadians. What do you feel like about tomorrow?
Eu tô muito feliz. Eu queria muito ir para a final porque não sei. Eu tô muito emocionada. Eu queria muito ajudar a Agatha, muito mesmo. É isso que eu tenho a dizer. Obrigada a todos mesmo, toda a torcida, comissão técnica, família, nossa equipe. Valeu, galera, até amanhã.
Well, a very emotional team. They were delighted to have made it through to the final. Both players saying just how much the crowd helped them, how much they enjoyed it, and how much it means to them, particularly for Agatha to beat her old partner and for Duda as well, thanking her head coach, thanking her family. This is how they did it. Magnificent performance from them in the end to get past a very talented team in the form of Barbara and Fernanda, and they will enjoy their moment. They're guaranteed a medal. What colour it will be, we will find out when the final comes around tomorrow. But for now, though, they can enjoy their moment and we can enjoy the highlights.